Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast of Homemakers United Foundation. Today we have a special guest. She's Kaia, and she's from United States. She's also our intern. And Kaia, can you briefly introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here on the podcast. Again, I am Kaia McTigue. I come from the United States, specifically from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I study philosophy and East Asian studies at my university, Mount Holyoke, in Massachusetts. And here in Taiwan, I'm studying abroad for 3 months. And during my time here, I've had the opportunity to work with Homemakers United Foundation, and it's been an absolute dream.
Wow, it sounds really great. Before you came to Homemakers United Foundation, have you ever heard of environmental protection group or environmental protection NGO?
Absolutely. I think that environmental protection and environmental sustainability NGOs are relatively widespread. I have never had the opportunity to work alongside one before, so actually being here and experiencing that has given me a whole new perspective and also a respect for people working at environmental protection NGOs.
Yeah, after the internship of 1 month, 2 months, right? Yes. You found anything different with what you expect?
So again, this is my first time interning at an environmental NGO. So I really went in with little expectations. I didn't know what to think. But after joining Homemakers United Foundation, I discovered that you are doing all sorts of work in different sectors. So that's like agriculture, education, and policy. And it was so interesting to me because I think all of these sectors are so important, and I didn't think that just one group can take on all of these different kinds of things. So, but it's really interesting because, of course, they all relate to one another and they all interplay on the global stage. So unlike many environmental groups, or I guess contrary to my belief, Homemakers Alliance does a lot of work with local government, and I think that policies are really the true way if we want to change the environment. So I was lucky to be able to do a lot of research on policy at my mini internship here at Homemakers United.
We are also really lucky to have your help. And can you briefly introduce about your research in here?
Yeah, absolutely. So during my short period here, I got to do some research on renewable energy cooperatives. I did a couple case studies on one group called Minoan Energy Cooperative in Crete, Greece, as well as New Zealand Geothermal Association. Both work with local governments to see how they can benefit communities and how to make renewable energy more accessible. I also got a chance to work with Homemakers United on producing a video about debunking solar panel myths. So we got to perform an experiment in Ximending where we had one car underneath a giant solar panel and another car outside of it, and we would use thermometers and track the temperature, and basically to explain that solar panels can be a great help when it comes to urban planning, as well as just benefiting the environment in general, being a better energy source. And lastly, I got to help with an article on energy poverty, which is quite the complex issue, which is also a very widespread issue. And I feel like not a lot of people know about energy poverty and how widespread it is. And I got to do a couple case studies in California as well as in the UK and see what policies and what they're implementing to try and curb this issue. And also see how we could help Taiwan get on the right track with that as well.
Yeah, that's really great help. And you're about to leave us and also leave Taiwan.
So sad.
Yeah, so soon. And can you talk about what do you have learned from here, from us? How would you connect it with your future works?
Yeah, absolutely. So as a philosophy and East Asians study major, I'm very interested post-grad to work abroad and specifically in international affairs or diplomacy. And I think that this internship at Homemakers United gave me a really valuable work experience outside of the United States, which I think lends to making someone more culturally competent. And I think having cultural competency can help you become a better candidate, a better member of the workforce, because you can actually understand other people's perspectives, especially when you're working abroad. Having that is really, really valuable. And being here, being able to do language exchange, learn about Taiwanese culture, as well as learn about other countries' renewable energy efforts has definitely broadened my perspective on the world. And I would definitely recommend other international students to come intern here at Homemakers United. I think that the work here is genuinely really meaningful, and everyone here is super kind and supportive. So what more could you ask for?
We also share a lot of food with you.
Yes, that has been secretly my favorite part.
Yeah, thank you for your effort in here. And we also welcome international students to apply internship in here. Yeah, maybe next time we can still work with you.
Yes, I would love to come back and continue to collaborate with you all. It's been magical.
Oh, we'll miss you. Please come back again. 各位听众朋友，大家好，这里是主妇联盟生活实践家的 Podcast， 我是新平啊，我是主妇联盟环境保护基金会的资深主任，我主要负责的议题是能源的议题，但是今天呢，我们要介绍的呢不是能源的议题，或者是有点关系啦，但今天更重要的是介绍我们一位特别的实习生珂雅，请珂雅可不可以自我介绍一下，就是介绍一下，比如说你之前是在学什么，然后你是从哪里来的？
你好，大家好，我叫珂雅，我来自美国，我的大学是 Mount Holyoke College， 也在美国，我的专业是东亚研究与哲学。
哦，东亚研究与哲学很厉害。那你怎么会来环保团体呢？就是之前觉得环保团体都在做什么？
我有听过，我当然有听过。环保非政府组织在提倡当中，对环境问题的意识方面非常重要。他们通常会举办活动，推广环保知识，正式参与政策倡议，来保护我们的地球。
哦，对，珂雅了解得很深。那来到我们主妇联盟之后，你觉得跟你以前认识的环保团体有什么不一样吗？
这是我第一次在环保团体实习，原本没有特别的想法。来了主妇联盟以后，我发现他们做的工作很多，像是教育、农业还有政策。我觉得这些事情都很重要，而且彼此我有关系。也和很多环保组织不一样。主妇联盟跟当地政府合作。我们觉得要真正改变环境， 政策非常重要。
谢谢。对，我们最近的确做很多政策，珂雅也帮忙做了很多政策上面的研究。可以请珂雅介绍一下你在实习的期间就是在做了哪一些研究吗？
我觉得在主妇联盟接触到的每一个议题都同样重要。不过我写的那篇关于 energy poverty， 我觉得在中文叫能源贫穷的文章，让我特别感兴趣。我觉得这个议题应该被更多人讨论。特别是在台湾，我觉得特别是在台湾。
对，我觉得这篇能源贫穷，我们马上就会放在我们的官网上，也欢迎大家上去看看珂雅的研究。好，那最后我们很舍不得珂雅很快就要离开主妇联盟，然后要离开台湾，然后要回家了。那想要问问珂雅，你在主妇联盟这段学习的经验，对你以后的工作有什么样子的帮助吗？
我不要离开主妇联盟，我不要离开台湾。我已经想你们。我是哲学和东亚研究的学生。未来我很希望能在国际事务领域工作，并且在国外发展。这次在主妇联盟的实习经验，让我获得了来美国以外的宝贵工作经验。我非常推荐其他国际学生来主妇联盟实习。这里的工作非常有意义，而且大家都非常友善，和支持我。我觉得是特别好的经验。
我们还会带大家吃台湾美食。
是我最喜欢的部分。
谢谢珂雅，希望下次还可以在台湾看到你。
感谢。